What do you think my favorite thing about being a YouTuber is? Is it being able to create content for fun and engage with you guys and read comments? No, it's the free stuff. I'm just kidding, guys, for the most part. This is the Removu K1, which is a camera built onto a gimbal. And what's different from the Osmo is that with the Osmo, you have to take like your phone and you have to stick it on a handle and do, I have one actually, let me show you. Take your phone out and you have to get your Wi-Fi connected and get, if you're vlogging, you wanna just be able to whip the camera out, turn it on and hit that record button. So this might be the solution for that. By the way, Removu is down to do a giveaway, so make sure you don't just go, oh, this guy is annoying, I'm gonna cancel out of this video. Don't do that just yet. Wait till a little later. This is not a sponsored video, so I'm allowed to talk as much trash about this as I want. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, so here it is. All right, in here I got it. What do you want? I'm gonna charge it, put in a memory card, and we'll be back. Here is the quality out of the Removu camera and also the microphone. It's this little side microphone that you're listening to right now. We're recording at 4K at 30 frames per second. You don't have an option of 24 frames per second, which I kind of wish they had because I personally shoot most of my stuff in 24, but 30 is pretty good for most people anyways. And then 25 frames per second if you're shooting under PAL, like European standards. It also has this motion control setting where you set a start and an end point and it keeps moving without you touching it. So hey, you're in my what? I don't think this is the 405 exit. I think we took the wrong turn. All right, we're gonna put some of these plants in front and get some parallax going.
You farted and then started to laugh and then you farted more.
Sun's just getting ready to set right now. As far as I can tell, it seems to be holding up pretty decently. Quick selfie with my car. Am I doing it right? Carrie behind the wheel. I'm really putting a lot of trust into her right now. But yeah, here we are. By the way, you guys, don't try this at home. This is kind of dangerous. Like my foot is like essentially touching this tire. You don't want to do that. That's not safe. Don't do this. This is a bad example. I'm just doing it to show you guys what not to do at home. You're welcome. I'm a good citizen of this internet. We made it to the top. Did you guys see that shot? That was pretty awesome, right? That's the money shot right there, guys. That's the... Sorry. Broccoli, that's my shit right there. So there you go, a mini vlog shot on the Removu K1. What'd you guys think of the picture quality? I was honestly pretty impressed. Now, I'm not saying it's a super cinematic camera or anything. I mean, I'm still gonna be shooting with this M50, but let's just keep in mind that this is just over $400. It's a 4K camera that's already on a gimbal, ready to go, ready to shoot vlogs. So it may be kind of a good option for some of you. But this wouldn't be a proper review without a little bit of trash talking, so let's get into that. First thing I noticed is when I go into selfie mode, it doesn't reverse the image on this screen. Some people don't even realize this, but almost all selfie cameras flip the image. My phone does it, my G7X does it. So you check that out. Boom, open, reversed. As soon as I go into selfie mode, it reverses because it knows it's trying to film yourself. Reversing your image sounds a little bit weird, right? But it actually feels a lot more natural because we're used to looking at mirrors and mirrors reflect back to us reverse. By the way, 2 quick tips for taking bathroom selfies. 1, don't do it, and 2, clean your mirrors, you filthy. Every single camera reverses except for this Removu camera. See how my left hand goes in and it's on the right side of the screen? It's weird. So Removu for version 2, please flip the image when you go into selfie mode. Another thing I noticed is the distortion in the picture. Now, the basics of wide angle lenses with distortion, the center is generally pretty true. Like, for example, right now I'm not super stretched out in any direction, but as I slowly go towards the edge of the frame, you'll see my face slowly starting to stretch out this way. That's because of the distortion, and I start to look a little bit more like Kim Jong-un. So remember that little tip. If you're filming with a lens with distortion, try not to film people at the very edge of it, or else they're gonna become a little self-conscious about how they look in that picture and how they look like they didn't eat enough vegetables. Now I'm on the Removu and notice how I look like kind of squeezed in. I mean, have I been doing a lot of cardio? Yeah, thanks for noticing. But the camera does squeeze everything in, which is kind of weird. Here, I'm definitely squeezed in this way. and then here I'm squeezed out that way. So my guess is that Removu tried to kind of squeeze in the image to kind of counter a little bit of this. But honestly, I think it's pretty weird. I would prefer them to just keep everything in the center true and then just let it stretch out a little bit on the sides. Lucky for us, it's a pretty easy thing to fix in post. Just widen it out by about 5% and let's add a little color grade, and there you go. The BMW no longer looks like a smart car. Hey, the shot's not too bad. Good job, Removu. Now, Removu claims 4 hours of battery life. I doubt that's true for 4K, so I'm running it at 4K right now. I'm trying to see how long it can record for until it cuts. Now I just have to wait for this battery to die now, and yep. Another thing I noticed was that when the camera gets to low battery mode, it doesn't just shut off like most cameras do. It tries to stay on, but then the power to the gimbal shuts off while it's still trying to record, or I'll get like an error message or something like that. So as soon as you start seeing that red light flashing on the battery, just charge it back up. It starts to act a little bit funny. I should also mention my very first test vlog that I shot. I couldn't really use any of it because it all sounded like first thing you're gonna want to do when you get this thing is go to your external sound levels and then go from normal to -12 and set it right there, because at normal levels, if you talk nearly as loud as I do, then everything is gonna sound absolutely terrible.
Unless you talk like this. Like if you talk like this, then I guess you can probably leave this thing on normal and it'll sound pretty good. But yeah, isn't this kind of uncomfortable? I mean, like if I were you, I'd be totally uncomfortable watching me right now. Like I should stop.
Luckily, when I set it to -12, it was able to record my loud ass voice just fine, and even other super loud things such as this would be what I would consider an ideal vlog setup minus the size. This is the Canon M50 with a wide angle lens, but clearly this is way more than $400. I have to add everything up later on and I'll put it on the screen so you guys know how much this setup costs. Another option would be a GoPro with a gimbal, but again, this is a GoPro 6, which is $400 just for the camera. This is a slick gimbal and this is $300. I forgot to charge it, so it's not stabilized right now, sorry. But imagine if this was stabilized, you can see the picture quality that you would get out of this camera. This is an option, but again, you can't see yourself. You can't really monitor what you're filming. You would be looking at this. You wouldn't really see what you're recording. So not being able to see yourself is your disadvantage, and also price. Let's take a look at some low light footage and compare it to the GoPro Hero 6. The sun's starting to set, so we're entering low light territory. It's true, I have no shame in using dogs to get more views. Just after sunset, the GoPro seems to be able to maintain the details a little bit better. Right now, we're just being lit with just the natural street lights here. And we're walking southpaw right now. Once we get really dark, the GoPro footage starts to look a little bit like puke, so I actually prefer the Removu footage here. Isn't she such a cutie? Her actual name's Lefty, but I call her Southpaw because it's such a fitting name. Gimbals can be a little bit complicated sometimes, but this one you can just turn on. Mika's never used this camera before, but she picked it up right away.
Hey guys, we're here filming my dope ass car.
No, it's definitely not the most amazing camera gimbal I've ever used, but as a general consumer product, I think this is pretty cool where things are headed. The size of the camera is just right where it needs to be for you to be able to carry it around with you everywhere. Soon enough, everybody and their moms will be filming their Disneyland trips in a 3-axis gimbal. Finally, the giveaway details. The only reason why 85% of you are still here. We're giving away 2 of these Removus. One is this one that I'm reviewing right now. I'm done reviewing it. I beat it up a little bit. Sorry for the scratches. I have way too much crap, and plus you guys would have better use for it than I do. So win this one, just leave a comment, I guess. I don't really care what you say. I'll have Carrie pick out the best comment and we'll send one out to you. What kind of comment should you leave to win her vote? Psh, I don't know. She's a PE teacher. She likes dogs. She has tattoos and doesn't like seafood. I don't know. With that, think of something. The second one's gonna be straight from Removu, so it's gonna be a brand new shiny one. To win that one, follow them on Facebook and Instagram and let them know a potato sent ya. In 3 weeks, we'll be announcing the winner for this one and that one. If you don't win it, then sucks for you. You're gonna have to cough up some dough and buy one, preferably with my Amazon affiliate link down below in the description, so I get a little percentage of it and can retire a little bit early. Good luck and thanks so much for watching, you guys. Seriously, this has been insane. And Maddie, thanks so much for that shout out on your live stream.
Potato Jet, this guy is awesome.
Literally, my mind was like, and oh my god, I always make it right up to 10 minutes, but then can't get over without extending it out by saying slow things to make sure I get over 10 minutes, get that higher revenue bracket. So now I'm just gonna start talking at this speed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys. Is it fucking 10 minutes yet?